Hello and welcome to the Nathan Experience podcast, where your host Nathan talks about life and experiences in the way he can. Listen and enjoy.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Nathan Experience podcast. This is Nathan, and today is going to be a very interesting video. I got this idea from Amanda the Jedi, where she talked about weird laws in Canada, where she's from, so I decided to do my basically first podcast episode. And you're probably asking, well, what about the podcast use podcast? Well, that is this podcast, because podcast use podcast made no sense and it sounded redundant. So I just thought it was an interesting idea, and I live in Indiana, and it's pretty weird around here sometimes. So you know what? Through my experiences, let's talk about it. And if it's a video, I mean audio. My bad. But I found this article of weird news stories called "Odd Indiana Crimes of 2017." Brains, liver, and vodka, fast cars in Uber or ER. I'm gonna go through a couple of these. Brains, liver, and vodka. In September, police made a drunken driving arrest in Morgan County. Where is Morgan County? I don't know. What's going on? After it was moving erratically. Inside the pickup truck, police found several totes with some unusual labels, brain and liver samples. The reason why? The truck driver, 75-year-old Elmo A. Griggs. What's it like to have a name like Elmo? Like you're just associated with Sesame Street. Works as a pathology vendor for the Marion County Coroner's Office. Indy Star reported Justin Mack reported. Okay. Really, what his job was, he would deliver samples to Marion County Coroners. Griggs wasn't providing services to the county at the time. Half-empty vodka bottle in a truck. Police later learned that the samples were connected to Griggs' private cases involving Tippecanoe County Coroner's Office. So it seems like what his job was, basically he would ferry organ donor parts from victims from car crashes where they couldn't identify the body, so they tried identifying through organ samples. And like it was like, basically he was like a third party to the different counties for being intoxicated while driving more than ferrying parts illegally. So basically he was getting arrested just for being intoxicated. Crime briefs. Last year, police learned of a 6-month shoplifting spree across Indianapolis. Police said the perpetrator stole purses, coats, and athletic wear, and lots of women's underwear. All told, no. Okay, people around here do not as well. All told, police said that he stole at least $20,000 in merchandise. They eventually arrested Terry Benyon. He was sentenced in February to 7 years in prison after being found guilty of corrupt business influence of multiple counts of theft. Indy Star reporter Holly Hayes reported. You don't have to like gas stations, salons, and liquor stores, he told police. Underwear from some from Victoria's Secret, according to the report, sold for $3 each. Okay, in his defense, underwear is extremely expensive. Like, it's outrageous price for a pack of underwear. Like, what was it? I think it was a journal. It was like $15 for a pack of 6 underwear. Like, a really outrageous price. But, and it seems like it was in the same area, so you think they would pick up to while he was shoplifting. And of course, he was doing it at a gas station and liquor stores. Where I see a lot of cops in Indiana, it's either because there's instances at a liquor store, or they'll get food at the gas stations, or there's also instances at the gas stations around here a lot. But I mean, he's big, black market entrepreneur, like pretty smart. And then you got, he wanted to go fast, wanted to give us 707. Okay. Okay, so the Indiana Toll Road, officially the Indiana East-West Toll Road, is a tolled freeway that runs for 156.28 miles east-west across northern Indiana from the Illinois state line to the Ohio state line. It has been advertised as the main street of the Midwest. So he is racing from, I presume, I don't know where that is, but it's near Highway 90. But okay, so he's from Illinois. So this run is an Indiana crime. It's more of an Illinois crime because he was doing this in Illinois. But arrested Gary in South Bend and Elkhart, pretty far from where I am, in Indiana, 20 miles per hour. So he's going about almost twice the speed limit. But the driver told state trooper that he knew he was driving fast, but that he wanted to show his friends that Fartland was capable of. Hayes reported. Okay, first off, Indiana has a crap ton of back roads. Are they the most paved roads? No. But you decided to do it on a toll road where there are a lot of law enforcement. That is your first mistake. The Hellcat can reach a top speed of 109 miles per hour, according to IndyStar Auto Review, moving from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3 seconds. The driver was arrested on a preliminary charge of reckless driving. More smarter than that. One May morning, man, this is a great way to start a podcast talking about groins getting shot off. But instead of calling an ambulance, he apparently called for an Uber. Okay, Andy Stark. Legit, every article, at least in this article, every new point, you have to put Andy Stark reporter, Emma, Kate, Fitz reporting, and they clearly made up names. The 27-year-old eventually was transferred out of the Uber vehicle. They got shot in the groin, so they called an Uber. The Uber was smart enough to be like, oh hey, this guy needs medical attention, I can't get that. He was taken to Esconzi Hospital with no life-threatening injuries, police said. 2 suspects fled and arrests have been made. Why was he shot? Like, what did he do to cause to get shot in the groin? That's my question. Indianapolis 500 pole sitter Scott Dixon and former 500 champion Dario Franchetti were making a food round on Sunday night in May where they were robbed at gunpoint. Thankfully, no one was hurt. While waiting in the drive-thru line at the Taco Bell, let's see, where are they? Did it say? Okay, no, they're in Indianapolis. Okay. Anyway, so they're at a Taco Bell. Last place you want to go in Indy. They admitted Dixon's wallet and phone. Okay, so some teens decided to pick on this older gentleman. There goes the Taco Bell sponsorship we were working on, I guess. Race team owner Chip Ganassi tweeted. 2 boys, 15 and 14, were arrested. And then the article ends as, call Rand Martin. Here's his number. I'm going to call this number and be like, hey, this isn't how this works. But, like, I don't know. Sorry, but, like, that's interesting. So, where were these kids' parents? Yeah, where were these kids' parents? Maybe they walked. A lot of kids. Someone's pretty well known, which is a good idea because he got a lot of money. And I like how go around it. Chip did Ganassi, where it's like, well, I guess Taco Bell doesn't want us to have a sponsorship. Like, that's dealing with humor, but like I think that's funny that some teens said they could rob an adult while they're in their car. You should have done when they're walking out, but not while they're in their car. I can't look at comments. Okay. Let's go on to the weird Indiana laws. There's some weird stories. Let's see if any of these stories influence. There's some these laws. A lot of them have been amended. So, but some of these are. We got baths cannot be taken between the months of October and March. So for 6 months, you were not allowed to take a bath in Indiana. It's like that movie. There's a movie like they protest and then not take baths like all the kids do it. Like they don't listen to their parents at all. What the heck is that movie called? But like, why is that a law? Was there a water shortage at some time for this to, be put into effect? I assume so. Like, a lot of these seem like very outdated laws. Men are prohibited from standing at a bar. So men are prohibited from being a gentleman. Okay. Alright. Maybe they're just like trying to cut down on risks from you're standing around and you're getting intoxicated. Maybe that's the reason. I don't know what their reason for that is, but interesting. I should go to a bar and ask a guy why that's the case. Pedestrians crossing the highway at night are prohibited from wearing taillights. Yes, we are prohibited from being safe on the streets. That's weird. Like, ugh, I got the bottom of my coffee cup. Ugh. Wakes up right in the morning. I noticed a lot of people like biking right here for some reason, and but on the highway, why would you be biking on the highway? Like, that's just irresponsible. Also, not having your taillights is irresponsible, because I'm pretty sure it's a law here where I am. This clearly is an old law. In Warsaw, no one may throw an old computer across the street at their neighbor. Okay, so someone was clearly Cyber Monday shopping, got mad that their neighbor got like a new couch at them, but it was trying to throw it across the street at that person's direction. So, and then he went on and threw it through a window. And maybe struck the guy. Or maybe the guy was annoying him and he decided to throw it through the window. But yeah, still, like, that's clearly a crackhead move, so... in South Bend, it is illegal to make a monkey smoke a cigarette. Another crackhead moment. So, someone either owned a monkey or broke into a zoo and forced a monkey to... One, the guy had to light the cigarette. Two, forced the monkey to smoke it. And forced him to do it. And then someone caught him. Like, that is just, like... people... It just seems like a Jake Paul video. I'm sorry, but it does. Is podcast probably gonna get, taken down on YouTube or whatever the heck. In Elkhart, it is illegal for barbers to threaten to cut a kid's ear off. Oh, so a kid was squirming and his ear accidentally got snipped. So the parent retaliated, thinking it's the barber's fault, and probably called the court, being like, my kid was injured or something. I don't know. Maybe they were higher up. Maybe it was the mayor's kid. Who knows? But speaking of cutting things off, mustaches are illegal if the bear has a tendency to habitually kiss other humans. So not having facial hair in Indiana seems to be a scarlet letter. Okay, like that's a little weird. It looks like the article has Hulk Hogan in the picture. It's really weird. In Indianapolis, one may only throw a stone at a bird in self-defense. Which I get. In Indianapolis, there is a crap load of pigeons. Pigeons. There's a crap load of pigeons. The throwing a rocket one's not a bad idea. Also, there's an article where it says illegal to throw a missile. But what's defined as a missile? Does a firecracker count as a missile? Like, either one. Someone decided to go to the nuclear option and launch a missile. In Gary, Indiana, within 4 hours of eating garlic, a person may not enter a movie house, theater, or a ride in public streetcar. Clearly an old law just by saying streetcar. Like that's such a weird. It's such a weird job to have. Or not a job, but like that's a weird law. It's clearly an older job. Older job. What the heck am I saying? I don't know. But it's clearly like an older law. Like, yeah, people have bad breath, but not to that extent to make a law. If any person has a puppet show, wire dancing, or tumbling act in the state of Indiana and receives money for it, they will be fined $3 under the act to prevent certain immoral practices. Also, you will get, I think it's, it's not, but like, I get that one if you're performing, and sometimes there's other stuff going on. You find I kind of get that one because like puppet shows a lot meant for kids. What kind of that one? For some reason I have it 2 here. Anyone 14 or older who currently curses DAMNS or swears by the name of God, Jesus Christ, or the Holy Spirit can be fined $1 to $3 for each curse, and up to a total of $10 a day for it. So, depending on which curse word you use, you get charged from $1 to $3, and then on top of that, you get charged $10. So that's $12 to $13 you're getting charged a day if you're 14 and younger. I kind of wish that law was in effect. Maybe we get more respect for kids. I don't know. No one can catch a fish with their bare hands. I've never seen someone try to catch a fish with their bare hands. Usually a fishing pole. I'm not going to count that one. That's a little weird. In Evansville, when driving down Main Street, you cannot have your lights on. So someone got mad because they couldn't see at night because everyone was flashing the lights in their eye. And I don't know how busy their Main Street is. Ours is pretty busy, but you need the lights. But in another article I did read that it's also, and if you just are parked with lights on, that's illegal. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's well lit enough you don't need the lights. I don't know about that one. Like, that's such a weird one. Clearly, it's older. Gossiping and or talking about it's back illegal. What happens if I record this early in the morning? Oh man, I really wish that law was in effect, but everyone does it. Like everyone would be in prison. Boarding a check is punishable by being publicly flogged 100 times. Okay, I'm not gonna say I haven't done this. I mean, I've had to do it several times, because since I get checked on my dad's Zoom. I guess you look up bank records. But where is a flogging gonna come in? Is it like court hearing? You go to court hearing and you're like, oh, take your shirt off and then get you full flogged. Like, is that how that works? I don't know. It is illegal to pass a horse. So it is illegal to pass. Where would that be? I guess near Gary. I guess near Michigan, up those upper higher states where there's more Amish country. So where I am, there isn't much Amish country. It's up further. Up north. I'm more the western area, but I've never seen a horse on the main road. Usually they're on the back roads, but that's interesting. Clearly an older law. When when the first automobile was created. And a horse is not able to go over 10 miles per hour. I don't know why you would be having a horse going any faster than that. Those things tire out pretty quickly, but a person must get a referral license from a physician if he or she wishes to see a hypnotist, unless the desired procedure is to quit smoking or lose weight. That's interesting. There's a lot of alternate medicines, and a lot of them are getting credit, like chiropractic getting credit, like that. But You have to have paperwork for this. Yeah, I get that one. It's like, what if like, what if it's a scam, or if it is they do something else? Like just leave you on trans, go get a sandwich. Like you could like sue them or something. I kind of get that one. Um, but I never heard of people using hypnotism to lose weight or quit smoking. Liquor stores have to sell in it uniced warm sodas. I never thought of buying soda at a liquor store. I always thought that it just felt a little dirty, me doing that. Like, oh my goodness. Like, that's just, I don't know. But there's only one liquor store I've seen driving by that they have a pop machine outside. And, everywhere I go, there's always warm bottles of soda. Paying for a dependent's medical care by praying for him or her. This really falls under the alternate medicine thing where it's like, so like you have to have someone like present, you have to have like the doctor or nurse present for this to, go into effect, because I feel like people will be saving money. I don't know. It's illegal to sniff glue. Okay, that's clearly something from like 1816. I don't know. The State House of Reps said that the value of pi is actually 3. I know this has been amended twice. They changed it from 3 to 4, and then they said no, that's a stupid law because someone got lazy of being able to write out numbers. Apparently, you're not allowed to spit on sidewalks in Terre Haute. I've been. Terre Haute really doesn't have that many sidewalks, so maybe because they're trying to be a college town. Maybe that's a weird one. So this is interesting. So one thing I found that in Warsaw, like I said before, is illegal to throw a TV. Also, it's illegal to throw a couch at your neighbor. Okay, so what He-Man is running around throwing couches at people? Like he's like the awkward avoidance Viking, but with couches. I don't know what's happening. Like that's what. Like, what do you have to be doing to, be able to throw a couch at someone and be angry enough to be throwing a couch at someone? It is illegal for bars and restaurants to give drinks away for free. Yeah, that's anywhere. Waitresses may not carry drinks into a restaurant or bar. Okay, clearly from, like, a time where it was trying not to be, like, woman to woman couldn't do things, clearly. Hotel sheets must be exactly 99 inches long and 81 inches wide. Okay, I didn't realize bed sheets in hotels were that big, but okay. $3 fine per pack will be imposed on anyone playing cards in Indiana under the Act of the Prevention of Gaming. That one I kind of get, and I wonder if that's going to go into effect again. Just we're getting a casino here. It is legal to sell cars on Sunday. I never see one out of our car lots. There's like maybe 2 they go to. Liquor stores may not sell milk. There's only liquor stores to sell milk. Yeah, that's why. But I've never been into a liquor store, so I wouldn't know. One man may not back into a parking spot because it prevents police officers from seeing the license plate. That one always intrigued me, like people doing that. Like I never saw the reason for it. I always just pulled into it, and I never like backed into it. Like I don't know. That's interesting. Like you couldn't just go around. Drinking from your own bottle in a bar can lead to your arrest. I don't see the reason for that. Maybe it's like they don't want you bringing your own alcohol in, but like, why be there? I don't know. State government officials who engage in private duels can be dismissed from their post. Are these gun duels? Are these card duels? Are like they playing a game of Yu-Gi-Oh? Is this like lance duels? Like what is this? I assume it's gun duels. In Elkhart, it is illegal for barbers. I think I already have this one. In Fort Wayne, it is illegal. You may not sell or play on a radio broadcast. The record, it's in the book. Let's see. Why would that be? Let's look this up. It's in the book. For hey. Illegal in Fort. Okay, let's see why. I have the article pulled up. Okay, in No 87 470 State of Indiana, and local prosecutor filed a civil action in the state court against petitioner, operator of an adult bookstore, alleging that it had violated the state racketeer influence and corrupt organizations statute by engaging in a pattern of racketeering activity consisting of repeated violations of the state laws bearing the distribution of obscene books and films. Okay, so it seems, yeah, okay, so this seems like it spanned a chain of stores and not a song. Indiana is so weird, like, it's not wanting adult stores, but it's wanting casino. Record. Okay, it's not telling me why. So now I really want to know why that is the reason. Maybe it has something to do with adult stores. I don't know. In Indianapolis, no person may collect rags on Sunday. I don't know why you'd be collecting rags. All males 18 to 50-year-olds must work 6 days a year on public roads. Okay, that one would be nice because no one around here works on our roads, and they do take forever. It is illegal for a man to be sexually aroused in public. Yeah, that should be everywhere. It is legal to bike, roller skate, skateboard, or inline skate in a commercially zoned area. For these offenses, there is a fine of more than $5 or the impounding of one's bicycle for a period not exceeded 30 days. Yeah, that one I see a lot. Where I am, it is a college town, so we have a lot of those signs and a lot of near the colleges and schools. That one kind of makes sense. Is there any other kooky laws you guys got? Like, DM me on, not DM me, but like, on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, DM me, and maybe I'll make like another podcast talking about this. Maybe we'll get guests at one point, but we'll see. And are there any other laws? Maybe you'll make your video. Maybe I'll influence you making a video through this podcast. And I hope you guys like me talking for like 30 minutes. I hope my podcast will be longer than this, my test one. We'll have to wait and see. Maybe we'll get some guests soon, but inject a little humor in these weird, crazy times. So I hope you guys all enjoy. You guys have a great rest of your day.
The Nathan Experience Podcast is a Sourcewell Media production produced by Sourcewell Media, edited by Nathan, distributed by Anchor Podcasts.